Yo, what's going on, guys? Riot undid some of the nerfs that they had done on Rammus on his W this patch, so he's feeling okay to say the least. The enemy team is 80 heavy like they are this game. Rammus is a solid pick. For rooms we have Aftershock, Fawn of Life, Conditioning, Unflinching, Triumph with Tenacity, Attack Speed, Double Armor. We're going to go ahead and auto then W. That way we don't waste W duration. For our build, it is going to be a Thornmail Rush because it's pretty cheap. Really strong on Rammus since he scales off of armor so heavily. After Thornmail, we're going to be going for Even Shroud. Even Shroud is very, very, very inexpensive, which lets us not have to get the kills and still give very high value. Whenever we hard CC somebody, they take increased damage from all sources for several seconds. That's going to be extremely good because we got our QCC, ECC. We're going to pull this guy out. Get him with our E, and then we're looking to gank top. Rammus clears extremely well starting on Wraps Leashless. This lets you gank early. Once you're level 3 with red buff on Rammus, that's your big power spike in the early game. Because level 3 and level 5 really aren't any different. For your first item back, if you can afford plated, you'll usually go for that. I could do this actually. This is doable. He's not going to expect it. Rumble just wasted all of his heat though. I'm going to ghost in. Easy. We got him on the minions too. We're going to auto then E. He's so screwed. This is so much minion damage. Alright, the wave's already crashed. I'll just reset from here. That's perfect. That's why it's important to to look around. We saw he had TP. We know he's going to come back. Rumble's low. It's a free setup. Go ahead and grab boots. And an armor. We'll grab Oracle's control word Q out of base. Very nice. Bot lane doesn't look that gankable at the moment. We have minion advantage. They're playing pretty far back. So we'll go mid. Let's go scuttle into mid lane gank. Most likely their jungler's going to be top side, starting bot side for best leash possible. He did ward my jungle. We kind of stopped him though, so he wasn't able to get it too deep. His ward was pretty useless. Whenever you ward the enemy's jungle on the red buff side, you're trying to get vision on the Raptors to find out if they're starting that or not. Or if they're going to take Raptors for a 3-camp gank off red buff side. This should be successful. At least get her flash here. We'll ping him to go in when we want him to go in. Auto EW. She stuns nothing. She's dead. That's big. Smite the cannon for him. I'm not trying to steal anything. Just get it pushed. Uder's definitely gankable. He doesn't have sums and he's behind. I'd have to cross through and then have vision on me, so I'd rather gank bot here. Diego hasn't backed yet. Just jungle item because he did a full clear. I'm kind of waiting on Senna. This isn't warded. My teammates are going to have to give up some CS for this gank to work well. My auto kind of got canceled there a little bit. That's alright. We're not gonna be able to kill her. Wow. That's wild. We actually lost that. I'm not exactly sure how that went so far south, but it did. Oh boy. Alright. I'm gonna use my health potion. I'll wait for Talon for a second. I think he's gonna be right here. Got down my W. And he's dead. Very nice. Okay, so playing around our bot lane, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. We should win that easily 3v2. We really didn't though. So we'll play around our top mid. They seem to be playing crispy. I'll back here in a moment for Bramble. I'm also missing a lot of health. We're going to max Q first. The damage goes up, the slow goes up, the cooldown goes much lower per level. 2.5 seconds is huge. Helps us to get around the map. Per level, your E and your W simply don't get many stats at all. If they actually got a reasonable amount of stats, then yeah, Rammus would max W first, but it barely goes up at all, and it's percent based. Percent based is trash early game because you're working with low stats to begin with. You want flat stats early game. I guess I don't need to reset. I've healed quite a bit. They've tweaked jungle item recently. Alright, here we go. I got Talon backed up. I'm gonna go take his wraps. I think they're up. If they're down, I'll just reset from here. My bot lane's gone. Okay, cool. They're up. If Talon does stay and get some mana back, we could gank mid. I'll look for it. Oh, he actually backed. I'll just reset then. I don't think she can see me. This bush area would have to be warded. Could stay, probably get a really good gank, but Viego's most likely going to spot me. So I'll just back, sell my control ward, pick up my plated steel caps. Plated steel cap, Bramble's a really good power spike for us. We can tank turrets like crazy, plus they're physical damage heavy, and every monster camp, minion and turret does physical damage except for Gromp. That's why you don't really see magic resist tanks. That's not, it's not really a thing anymore in League of Legends. There's not, I don't think there's a single champion that scales off of magic resist in their abilities. I don't think there is. I mean, technically Rammus does, I think, off of his W a little bit, but it's so small I wouldn't even count it. I mean, magic resist is a primary scaling. His W is almost entirely armor. Alright, we'll go mid. She's being aggressive. Rumble no TP. Talon shoving the wave. Ego's gonna be bot side around his red buff right around now. We got time to do his wolves. He's been dying lately. Cool. Kite this back. I do like how Rammus isn't slowed when he's on his W. It's more of a necessity though, since they ruined his R from what it used to be. His R used to be a big AoE slow and damage tool that also damaged turrets. Since he lost that, he needs to move full speed on W. So people just straight up get away from him. Nope, there's Udyr. We'll go ahead and Q, let him get out of vision. We'll ghost. Yeah, Aurelia. EW. She's got my Bramble heal cut on her forehead, plus the Talon Ignite. Heal cuts don't stack though, so 40% heal cut versus, I guess Ignite's 40% as well. They're the same amount. Didn't always used to be that way. Got him with the E. Talon's not really looking to help though. Just R away. Alright, whatever. I think Udyr's trying to get away from his lane. Rumble's crushing it too hard. We'll take it from bush. We can escape easily from here. They don't have vision of us. We're close to our turrets. And I think I can stay. Assuming Udyr leaves and Irelia comes back. I'll hover between mid and top just in case. Okay, yeah, she's top. She's tier 1 boots. Rumble should be alright. I need my Q off of cooldown. Not sure if this is warded or not. I still don't really want to go bot. It's a huge disparity from what I've seen so far. Alright, here we go. It's a dive. I'm pretty tanky. As long as I tank first. Let's just go this way. I don't think he should have done that. He probably thinks I should have followed him there, but we both could have walked out this way because we're already overcommitted on the south side of the turret. It is what it is. Getting some action bot side from the Talon. Might be able to take Dragon off of that. At least Rumble didn't lose Dark Seal. Stacks does it have Dark Seal? What a goose. Oh, it's warded. Alright, Triss, I gotta walk you down. Get my taunt on her forehead. And then we walk out. If our Q was up, we can knock people out of the air. So if she tries to jump and I touch her at any point during her jump, we'll smack her right out of the air instantly. Let's finish getting our Thornmail, and then we'll go for the Even Shroud. Got Control Ward. We'll push Wolves. Wolves and Raptors are your fastest camps on Rammus. Or I should say Raptors and Wolves in that order. We really should take Drag though. Rammus is not a soloist. He's not really a split pusher. He's a ganker and a team fighter. Having dragons plays into that heavily. I think I can solo Triss. I believe so. Okay, it's not a solo fight though. It's Viego and Lulu there. Oh, they're laying Herald as well. I'll wait for Rumble to come. Hey friends. I'm on Ghost! Got with the auto and the E. Oh, this is bad. Got smite on the Trist. We might all die here. That's rough. Knock Trist out of the air. Down goes Viego. Trist only has tier 1 boots. She just got jump resets though. Going to R to get to her. Get her with the taunt. And walk Lulu down with Q. Ooh, it's an Udyr. I suppose I could have peeled for Samira. Oh, I think his R's on cooldown. Yeah, he should die there. Nice. We'll take it. I don't have smite for this. Rumble's starting to fall off a little bit in these fights. They've been kind of awkward. Keep hitting it. Yeah, I don't have smite. I should have pinged I don't have smite as spamming the assistants. Alright, let's push mid real quick while they're all messing around. Thank goodness their team's AD heavy. I would never play Rammus against an AP heavy team. Even though he is solid in the meta right now, it's specifically against AD heavy teams is what it is. What's up next? Herald. I say we back for Thornmail after this Raptor camp. We'll speed up our clears. We can also pick up a Ruby for the Even Shroud. Big wave crashing top. I'll let it go. I need to spend. Nice and nice. The only way of killing me is Udyr. He's their only magic damage champ. He also has percent base damage as well. At some point, I'll go for Abyssal Mask. Take away some of their magic resist. Lets me and Rumble do more damage. It's also inexpensive, which is good for us because Rammus is not a high income champion. Slow clears, low kill secure. Senna kills her there. Yeah, Senna chunks, dude. Champion is broken. 100%. Here we go. I should have just gone for Udyr. You see how low Rammus damage is? My goodness. My R does a whopping 100 damage. Watch out, dude. That's a big deal right there. And if you do it from max, like if you're moving turbo fast, your jump gets bigger. And then it will be 150 damage. Ooh. That's as good as a Soraka Q right there. Soraka's worried. Rammus R is coming after her Q ability. Except Soraka Q is an incredibly low cooldown, also speeds her up and heals her. She doesn't have to overcommit for it either because it's ranged. She can drop it up close as well. Alright, here we go. Triss does have some armor penetration. Try to knock her out of the air. Got it. Auto in the EW. Down she goes. She's the wrong type of champion to kill Rammus. She lacks percent base damage in her kit. She lacks armor penetration in her kit. Boof. Nice. My team's super high damage. It's perfect. Everyone on my team's high damage. This is a perfect game for a low damage CC tank like Rammus or Sejuani. I would say Zach, but he's by no means low damage. Zach is one of the higher damage tanks in the game. Jeez, Rumble. Skadoosh. We get him with the EW. Down he goes. This game's wrapping up. Like I said, they don't have the tools to kill me efficiently. If you can't kill the tank efficiently, oof. You gotta hope his teammates are throwing. I'm not really looking to play for Herald. Talon's on the other side of the map. He's one of the more fed people on our team. Get most of the even shroud. Gives 30 armor and 30 magic resist. It's a good neutral item. Health, armor, magic resist, ability haze. After mobilizing enemy champions or being immobilized, so if I CC them or if they CC me, it causes them and the targets near them, so their allies, to take increased damage from all sources for 5 seconds. Since we're a tank, we'll be constantly reapplying that. Oh, okay, cool. Got with smite, down he goes. That was a good rumble R. I was able to follow it. Nice. We got Herald as well. EW on to Udyr. Yup. Rumble's gonna roast and toast that thick Yordle. Rip. Rip Trist. Dragon coming up in 20. We'll go for that. Thornmail's already done 700 damage against champions, reduced healing a tiny bit, and health regeneration a tiny bit. They're not a high healing team at all. Thornmail is 100% the worst heal cut item you can buy, but for Rammus, he can get pretty good value out of it because of his taunt. They have to auto you for you to apply the heal cut. With executioners from Morello, you just have to hit the enemies. Rammus is one of the only tanks that has a taunt though, so he can use Thornmail the way it's intended. Unlike a Zac, where if they just choose not to auto you, you're not going to be heal cutting them. It's like a Vladimir, and when a Vladimir's in a team fight, is he ever going to auto people in general, let alone auto a Thornmail tank? Probably not. That's a great example of a tank and just kind of getting screwed out of luck. R into EW. Tristana is killing herself on my W here. She nearly died. I can't move effectively here. Nice. Thank goodness for Senna, dude. Wow. Senna damage. What the heck? What the heck? She killed everybody. She has 2 lethality items in fleet. Incredible. After even shroud, I say dead man's. Your team's so physical damage heavy. I don't want to get more magic resist. What does she have? Just a Bork. She screwed them. No, Rumble, don't do it. No, he's gonna do it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't finished jungle item yet, so it doesn't leave residue. Once you finish your jungle item, so I need 2 more camps. Or if I had a treat, 1 treat, or 5 treats, I'd need just 1 more camp. R's coming up. We'll R for this just to get in range. Perhaps a little bit premature, because now he's running the other way. He doesn't have Riley's, but his R is a slow. Got with the smite, EW. Down he goes. Beautiful. Smite's pretty trash against champs. It's only 40 damage against champs and pets. But you use it more for the slow against champions and for the damage. It's really hard to kill them. If they have 41 health, your smite won't kill, even if you're level 18. So jungler, you're forced to get an item that's pretty weak these days. Does nothing in the early mid game, literally nothing, so it's a wasted 450. You also have a summoner spell you can't really use to interact with champs. I miss the good old days, man. The good old days. Bring back old Rammus R. I play so much of him. I love playing him with the old R. I take Ignite on him with Celerity. So strong. Celerity Nimbus. Oh, those were the days. Right now we're just waiting for drags to spawn. The enemies are waiting for us to do a really bad dive. They're kind of just waiting for the end at this point. Diego's going lethal. He would not recommend that. He should have gone Divine Sunder, Black Cleaver. I'll relay my controller. So we're playing forward now. We should be able to win a team fight 3v5 or 4v5. Not sure what we're doing as a team right now. We could force it on their inhib. We have Baron buff. Nice. Yeah, I don't know what this Rumble's deal is, man. He keeps taking my stuff. My Q's up. I could just raw R, Q her out of the air. I'll R for this. EW. I have to taunt Ibrelli before she kills the whole team. Uder's an issue. He's on our back line. We'll wait for W to come up, then we'll re-engage. Oh, feels bad. Can't get to him. It's too quick. He's on Ghost. Walked me out of that. Udyr R. Wait, what? Where did Viego even come from there? He was somehow here. I never saw him. Run down my teammates now. EV Strat is 240 damage. Thorn Melt 3,366. Also reduced healing by 496. Plus health regeneration by nearly 100. Or 71. Not bad. It's mostly magic damage killing me at this point. 62%. Since we're mitigating so much physical damage. That's fine. I'd still rather go armor here to get more armor for my W. And to get more damage as well for my passive. Everyone loves taking my camps. It's wild. Blue jungle item is certainly viable on Rammus. I prefer green when I need to be the primary. Or when my team lacks a secondary frontliner. We really don't have anyone else who's tanky at all. Rumble and Talon aren't really bruisers. They're much squishier than a Sterix or Gordrink or Bruiser. Dragon up in about 4 minutes. That's when this game will wrap up. And I can afford my dead mans. I'm gonna go do that right now. You don't really have to find crazy picks on Rammus unless you have a way worse late game comp. We can we can play frontline without having to dive super deep. The problem with using your Q and then R is the inconsistency. If you need the fight to go a certain way and you do that and they flash it or Zhonya's it, it puts you in a tough spot. So it just depends on what you feel like you can get away with and what you have to do to win the fight. I don't feel like I have to do that to necessarily win these fights. And at the same time, even if I miss it, I think we still win the fights. So either way, I can basically get away with it. I'm down to dive this. Hey friends, got him. Ooh, didn't quite get her out of the air. I am tanking the turrets though. Nice, I didn't die either. That's huge. Hey, Trist. Notice how long I waited before I R'd though. I wanted to make sure my teammates were close enough. It's one thing to engage, it's one thing to make sure your teammates can follow up. It's super important if you're going to play hyper aggro tank mode. And that's game. We'll take a look at damage dealt, damage taken, and runes. Fun, Rammus. I'm glad they undid some of the nerfs on his W. Looking at damage dealt 10v champions, you can see we did very little. We were one of the lowest dealt in the game. Our I'd say somewhat middle-ish of the pack, low middle of the pack. It's just how it goes on Rammus. Even if you're playing well, you're interacting often, it's hard for you to do the most damage. Damage taken, pretty solid. I know if we look at self-mitigated, we'll definitely be the highest. And if you count self-mitigated, we'll be the most damage taken. So self-mitigated, we're probably closer to 40k. Second highest person is going to be around 20k. Let's see. Yep. So yeah, we're 41k. Second highest is 30. Third highest 21. So there is a 11k delta between me and the Udyr. So if you count that on damage taken, we took the most damage in the game, because there's only a 7k delta between us on damage taken. So yeah, if you count self-mitigated, we took the most comfortably. For runes, high value. All in all, Rammus is in a good spot right now situationally. If you play him against AD comps and your team's high damage, he's pretty solid. Outside of that, wouldn't recommend him. If you enjoyed this Rammus video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And Riot, please revert Rammus R, just like you did with the Zach R long time ago. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.